Well, unfortunately, we know threats can happen anywhere and at any time. So being prepared could help save your life and maybe even those around you.
One Nashville Self-Defense Center is helping teach you what you should do in the event of an active shooter.
Yes, Tony Sloan is at the Nashville Krav Maga with how all of this will work. And Tony, can anyone sign up?
Yeah, Jennifer, so anyone can sign up. There is a registration that you have to complete to be able to do it there. But I wanted to highlight something. So far this year, there have been 337 active shooter incidents in the country, according to Gun Violence Archive. And this area here, this location on Festivals Parkway, this is where organizers say you're going to learn how to react quickly. I want to show you some of the props and some of the training material that some of those people will be able to use during this seminar here. But they say it's so important because all of these weapons here are true to size, true to weight, and it gives you that real world idea and example of what you'll be using in the event of a possible active shooter. But they say it's also important. I'm actually joined by Peter, the owner of the Nashville Krav Maga. This is interesting because you guys, you get really raw and rough in this type of seminar here. We're looking over here. There's actually a hole in the wall here. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we do. What we try to do in our training is we try to create as real of an environment as possible. So what I mean by that is we try to heighten stress levels and adrenaline levels. So for this event specifically, we'll have fog machines, we'll have strobe lights, we'll have audios of gunfire and people screaming to try to simulate that experience as best as possible. Because the idea of run, hide, and fight, it's always, you hear people say try to stay calm, but it's almost impossible to try to stay calm in that type of scenario. So what we can do is provide a training so that during that type of stress and adrenaline, you can try to fall back to your training because you've been in that type of environment before.
And I mean, just tell us a little bit about how important this is. You said you've gotten so many reactions from people because in those stressful situations, it's hard to stay calm.
Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself, right? Everyone thinks they have a plan and they think they have an idea of what to do in those type of situations. But then when we create that simulation or that environment for them, they find out a little bit more about themselves that maybe they didn't react or respond the way that they thought they would have. So they learn a little bit more about themselves. And at the end of it, we want to set them up in a successful way so that they feel empowered and they feel strong, that if they did want to take a stand or do something about it, that they have the tools and they're equipped for it.
Yeah, it's all so important. All of this is going to be taking place this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. Peter, thank you for taking this time to talk to us. He said the registration is open. They are looking for a number of different people to sign up and be a part of that class because they say a threat can happen at any moment. And the best thing you want to do is to make sure that you're prepared. I'll send it back to the studio.
All right, Tony, thanks so much.